this playing path, G-Clef, much nicer than what we saw on Miramar. This one right down the middle, more or less. Yeah, it's a little bit Western biased, but this isn't a hard shifted blade path like we saw on Miramar today.
And we see Gen.G going towards that South George, as well as Tiamba.
All right, well,
again, here we have it.
I mean, are they going to go North George? Is Gen.G going to go North George?
No way, I don't think
They got to contest vehicles. I mean, unless you long drop, you can. Aqua 5 is actually getting out already. He might have spotted a vehicle right underneath him. So Gen.G might go North George here. They might just say that, you know what, let's just stay in North George. We end up rotating across the top part of the river anyway.
Though.
What in the world?
K7, you happy?
What?
What a headshot.
Why is these teams fighting? I am so shocked right now. Xenon and Savior actually doing some serious work here. New Happy falling apart at the seams. It's just like non-left. He takes a bunch of damage. What in the world is happening here? This is not at all what I had on my radar for this round.
I know K7 just dropped right on top. And from the rooftop, those headshots are actually landing so well. You have been having somewhat of a trouble. Already losing 2, down to the last member right now. K7 on a push. Can he actually make a miraculous escape? He's getting ready for those shots.
Well,
has to be the only spot.
Here we go. We got the pizza gun coming up the stairs. A Bison on the outside for Buyo. He doesn't have a lot of bullets left in it though. And Zennon and Lockslock are pretty beat up already. So this is pretty dangerous. I feel like Leknon, if he had more than 8 bullets, would have a really good chance here, G-Clef. But
at least he has a red dot.
He has a red dot and 8 bullets and a prayer. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 1. He gets the first, isn't able to get the second.
Oh, good jump.
If he had more bullets, he might have been able to do that.
But also 3 bullets.
Oh my god.
For Jenna only on that mutant. I think he's the one that picked up so many kills, leading into those headshots. But you happy? 0 kills. Loki is there, but might not be able to pressure because he's all alone. Knows that Tiamba might actually pressure onto Loki.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, he's caught.
He's done.
Shouldn't have shot.
There you go. Yeah, that's not what you want to see there, and it's going to be Loki down and out early for Gen.G, so they aren't able to rotate as fast out of their positions as Tiamba.
Nice. I think they want to catch those late rotational teams coming from Yasnaya or from school side. That's going to be Ifty. Focusing on to Entus as Sun Sister came all the way out here to challenge him.
Yeah, the northwest side of this circle is bananas. There are a lot of teams up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I'm counting just quickly are all, and it's going to be Entus making their kind of now quintessential patented dive towards the center around phase 3 or 4, and they're doing it a little bit earlier than usual, but the circle has kind of forced the issue. They have Gen.G right underneath them to their south. Under's going to pop out of his vehicle. It looks like Kale might be dead and out. Indeed he is. Faye is going to find that one.
Yeah, a lot of teams actually just rotating into that higher spot on top of this hill, right below, right on the south side of shooting range. As Aqua 5 again caught with that big rotation. This had to be the risk. They lose another member, only 2 men left for Gen.G, but they do find a somewhat of a safe spot in that center.
And let's point this out. It is Anonix and PO left. If there's any 2 players in the world who can get it done as a duo, it's these 2. And this compound, not too bad. Pretty well defendable, especially for 2 people. I will say, all things considered, they're dead center. Not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world, and actually one of the better rotations that we have seen so far from Gen.G. And they're going to be there for a while. So moving away from them, we like to see Tiamba still charging in with close to no vehicle from that western side. And GEX, they're about to challenge him too. I think they have a pretty good idea.
Wow. Sungjong and Under combining forces to get Hikari down and out. The top fragger for VLG is gone. Now K7 is fighting Sun Sister over by the shooting range. Tianba rolls up behind GEX. I don't think they have any idea that anyone from Tianba is here, and that's going to be a quick down and out onto Leo.
At GEX, I think they must have heard a lot of rotation from Gen.G and was scared that there could have been some traps set up by the other teams. So they will lose a couple, but I think they will still have few members left into the next phase.
Yeah, because of all the chaos going on in the northern side of this circle, I think GEX got pretty distracted by that, and in this case now they're full. Oh gosh. Okay, bye-bye, Sun Sister. It's MCG.
Well, MCG, they had an early control over the shooting range, but Sun Sister, I think they poked at the pretty good timing, but you just cannot win a good fight against a near full squad of MCG. But K7,
Ooh. It's going to be a 1-for-1 for the Nox there. The reinforcements coming for Entis. They're late for MCG because they're caught up in the shooting range. So even though it was knock for knock, it's going to be Entis who's able to bring their numbers to bear and take Tank out.
Entis, they know exactly when to push and where to push. And VLG, they did hear the rotation of Gen.G. They know that Gen.G is right in this spot. So I think they want to go for the challenge, knowing that this angle is actually not you can't really see this angle from if you stay in these compounds.
Yeah, they're up on this hill. You can kind of push this compound a bit. Then you got to throw a few smokes maybe to get down. But other than that, you can get it done for sure. And Melifo finding Juanita, he's down, but Melifo is knocked. 2Hard steps up, trying to take C's down. C's very, very, very hurt. 2Hard just needs to land one more bullet, but C's able to safely get behind the hill for now. And early on, Griffin suffering another loss. No kills yet for them. They're trying to get something going. They are dead last on the leaderboard.
Yeah, but still a lot faster of a rotation. I love their rotational play so far in this game from Griffin, taking advantage of the positions here. Multi-circle game, can they do it once again? It is Summer, but not enough this time.
Summer almost one-mans it there against K7. He gets 2, isn't able to finish it. There might be some going down to the blue, though, as well, as it is phase 4. Under now was watching, he heard, he sees, he heard the vehicle from Gen.G Gaming, he heard the shots from K7. He hasn't been able to find any luck connecting shots with that. Tianba now is going to have to make their way in on the western side between Pero and Entis.
Yeah, that can be challenging. As Entis, they got a good lock. Lingdu trying to make an escape from that shooting range. And Griffin from the northern side not really finding any luck with those shots.
All right, K7 gets on a buggy, and they're praying that they can find some kind of open space up on the northeastern side. There is sort of something, but OPGG quickly kind of realizes that they've left a little bit of territory, maybe either unscouted or unoccupied, but Godby now doesn't even need to do anything because Forever's there. And Lingdu gone. Multi-Circle Gaming gets some kills, but isn't able to find any placement points.
Yeah, a little too bad as 4 AM have a massive control towards the southern part of the circle. As VLG, Gen.G, they're not going to move an inch from those 2 spots. K7 looking to break into what seems like it's actually possible. But of course, if you're sitting on the back of the buggy, you just have to go down. There's no way.
It'd be more possible if it was a different vehicle. No doubt about that. And now Xavier finds a rock, but everybody's hearing it and watching it. He's going to go down. K7 cannot stand as there are so many teams looking and shooting at that. Indigo is going to fall for Entis. Now it's up to Under and Sungjong to get it done. 3 kills, though, so not the end of the world for them. Detonation Gaming White is now coming up the hill with their surviving member. Sungjong going to let some grenades fly, see if he can find anything. Gokuri doing some good shots. Going to put the damage into Sungjong. That's going to put him behind the tree.
Yeah, and the pathing for Detonation Gaming White to go up to Entis will actually be really hard because of some angles available from Griffin down.
Yeah, Tianba just bops into the backside of Sungjong. They recognize they've been keeping track of their kill feed. You got to give Tianba a lot of credit. They knew that Entis was already beaten up, and they just come in the backside and pick up a kill in the midst of all this fighting. But here's Pero now as well, so it's a third party on a third party. Pero gets the job done. Tianba down in 11th place.
And while this is all happening, Under trying to make a move go into the circle actually will be pretty safe. Getting shot at right now by VLG. Can he actually escape into the circle? It seems like that's almost possible. And Detonation Gaming White, they're actually challenging up to Pero.
Well, they have no other choice, really. They got to make a fight happen, and this is about the only opportunity they have. They're not ready for that, though. Machao goes down quick to the combined fire here between XDD, Mill, and Long DD, and that is going to be Detonation Gaming done. Good stand, good defense. Now it is Griffin, who still has 3 up, and they've been kind of left alone. Everybody else went for the circle. Griffin waited patiently on the edge.
Okay. 4 AM is still very spread apart. There might be a chance that they can actually break into Forever and Gotti. The only 2 members, Crazy and Shalu, very far away from the other 2. And they might be regretting this 2-2 split.
Yeah, this is going to be a little weird for Griffin, though, because they have to deal with Pero first, and that might open the door for 4 AM to come up on the backside and third party flank this. 2Hard goes down so quick. XDD is rocking and rolling with the SLR. Feels like he's hitting every shot. He takes long DD coming in with his barrel as well. And this is Griffin getting mowed down.
Yeah, went in a little too much, and Griffin goes out in 9th place. Pero will actually be able to pick up a lot of kill points by staying near that, near the circle, edge of the circle, as 4AM is now going to fully press on them.
Yeah, I think now 4AM might just, do what they do best, and that's set up barricades on the edges of the circles. Lou sprays in there, but there's a smoke, makes it a little bit hard to see exactly what's going on. Godvi has that Groza that we mentioned earlier, looking, and long DD. I don't know if he's gonna see this coming. Godvi has a pretty good idea of where long DD is based on these smokes.
That looks good.
That looks pretty good. He's gonna back off of it. See, catches a little bit of damage, it looks like, but no knock. The rest of 4AM waiting very patiently.
Yeah, as XDD is trying to use the vehicle and leave long DD alone and maybe look for an escape, but Forever is already out in the wing. So 4AM looks pretty good on this cleanup against Pero, but let's look at where OPGG and Ifty, also Freaka Freaks all the way onto the east. That's going to be a lot of firepower.
Well, this move by Godvi completely split up the two survivors from Pero. It's a really nice move. He doesn't overextend. He seems to have kind of reeled himself in, and now they're going to focus their fire down quick and easy. Long DD headshotted from the Groza, and now it is one left there. XDD trying to survive, trying to hold on for Pero, but 4AM has come down to bear. Infantry in the meantime over on the side. Everybody trying to get in from the eastern edge, and everybody has nothing but the edge of the circle to hang on to.
And 4AM, it seems like they almost have the chicken dinner in this next circle because they have a lot of high ground control on these grounds, and also mostly on that southern side. And a lot of teams are basically focused down here, looking for some luck going into that vehicle, but the fucker's gonna spray, get that 2-knock.
Woof. Gen.G and EJ were not ready for that. They were looking at that motorcycle, getting ready to make a rotation. Alfaka scouts it out, gets the double, gets the job done. And now Afrika is reeling with some bolts even. That's not what Afrika wants, no doubt about it. They are not a bolting team. Now Alfaka, though, tries to cut ahead, and it's going to be 9 from Infantry, who makes him pay. Ao is going to see if he can cut a little bit further down and keep himself safe.
There's not much space. Maybe look for the rock right there, as he actually took no damage from that. So nicely done, but can't hold on for too long. And there will be 4AM also pushing on the way. Freaka Freaks in the middle goes out, and Onyx gets one more on the way.
Infantry's still 4 up. Let's not count them out. This might be the round where they finally come alive. Longsker kills AO, OPGG out in 5th. We're down to 4 teams, and Onyx does get into the top 4 for Gen.G. So, like you mentioned, they make a good rotation. He does go down to Godvi in the end, but they are able to pick up some placement points finally. One of the better rounds, surprisingly, that we've seen out of Gen.G. VLG, though, in trouble. It is Forever finding Lambu. There's only one standing for that team right now. Godvi looking to finish the job.
Yeah.
Forever has 4, Godvi has 3. There's another good grenade from Godvi. 10 kills for 4AM.
Okay, and Ifty versus 4AM, but 4AM, they do have the ground control from the higher angle. Ifty, they have a lot of vehicle cover, but they have to move out, setting up some nice angles for themselves. It is going to be off to the wing players. Shaolu versus Voilink, all the way towards that east.
This is exciting. A 4v4 against 2 of the best of the best.
And a pretty big open field.
Oh, this is really exciting. All right, there's a good flank potentially coming here. Crazy! Got the opening down on the long skirt. Not what you want to see for Infantry, but they return fire. They're going to find Lu. So down and out is Lu. It's flushed. Bolyang has a decent angle, but Zhao Yang goes down. Crazy goes down.
2-2.
2-2. Let's see who can come out of this. These teams are trading blows like it's a heavyweight boxing match. Godvi pushes down the hill in his US. There is a little bit of cover down here. There are some other vehicles in a box in the way as well. Forever is going to find 9. So now it is a 2v1. Bolyang is hurt. He hasn't been able to heal yet.
No cover.
He's in trouble. Godvi just needs to land his shots. Bolyang's aware of it, trying to see if he can get it. And there is a bit of a hill in the way. He's going to run up to this Dacia, and it's going to be interesting because Godvi does have an SLR, and if it gets any closer than this, he can switch over to that Groza. I think if Godvi's patient, doesn't get himself knocked, he should be able to get Forever over here to finish the job. Bullying barrier. Bullying's going to go down. Excuse me, it was Crazy. It's over there as well, getting some kills. Forever steps up, gets the finish. Back-to-back games for 4 a.m. G-Clef.
4 a.m. steps up big time, and they come up from lower than 10th place into top 5 and into maybe top 2 or 3.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9 and this 9 is never on vacation. Start up that mind.